Hey, this is Jason Kincaid for TechCrunch TV. We're here for a new episode of TC Cribs, and as you can see, we're at 16th and Mission, which is right in the heart of the Mission District of San Francisco, which, as we'll hear more about, is an area that has a lot of character. So we're here to see Posterous' office, and we're gonna head on inside. Looks like we just got the door for us. We're gonna have to buzz us in. So follow me, and we're gonna see what they've got going on. All right, so I think we're here, and something tells me that they're waiting for us, so let's see if I'm right. Look who it is.
How's it going?
Hey, so this is Vincent, and he is the Director of Engineering
Director of Engineering here at Posterous.
So it's a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for having us at your office. And I hear you've got some pretty cool stuff to show us. I know we just saw outside that there's definitely a lot of personality to this area.
It's like the local scene.
Yeah, it's got nice flavor.
Intersection.
I think that's how I'm going to put it. All right, so let's see what you guys got going
definitely.
here.
And
so I think you're actually the first startup we've seen that has a dartboard.
Yeah.
Who are these photos that are on the dartboard?
I mean, this is basically like the dartboard of the team.
Oh, nice.
Basically, we put everybody's face on.
So you put photos of yourselves on the dartboard. And so what happens if you actually land on one of your coworkers?
Guys got to drink.
They have to drink.
They got to drink.
How often does this actually happen? I feel like the probability of you hitting any of them probably isn't that great.
During the course of an evening, it can happen several or more times.
Several or more.
Several or more.
Great
times.
odds. I like that.
Yeah. We've got a well-stocked fridge.
It seems like the majority of the fridge is dedicated to beer.
I mean, pretty much anything you could ever want to eat or drink. This is pretty much where we do a lot of our Friday afternoon, like feature demos and things like that. People working on cool stuff, they just show it right here on the monitor.
And so does the meeting just get concluded when the first person turns on the TV and the Xbox or whatever you guys
Yeah, no, I mean, actually Adam is, he's like the national champion of DDR in Canada.
In Canada?
In Canada.
How's the competition in Canada? I don't know.
It is quite intense, actually.
How does it compare to the United States?
I think they're definitely contenders.
It's a lesser
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say
that's sort of my assumption.
I think Adam
I'm
can
kidding,
hold it
Canada.
up, so,
sort of.
Yeah, well,
TechCrunch has a nice history with Canada. So why don't we head over to the other side of the office where there are actually people working?
Actually
I don't want people to get the wrong idea when they're watching this. All you do is booze and play DDR.
Yeah, so this is basically where we work every day. This is my space.
All right, I'm glad you have, no offense to you, your desk is sort of messy. Which I actually, my desk, for those who know me, is actually, it looks sort of like this.
Well, you don't trust anyone with a clean desk. It means they're not working hard enough.
I like that. I'm totally going to use that without attribution.
Yeah, and I have the messiest desk of anyone here, by the way.
So he's obviously working hard. You guys have a nice view, but you're in a part of town, as we saw earlier, that is, I think, unique among the startups we've seen so far in that there is a really diverse crowd of people right down on the street right there. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, it's kind of funny because we can kind of, from here, look out and see the 16th and Mission intersection. And just sitting here, you kind of get all of the sounds of the city kind of flowing up to you. And I think from now, we can actually kind of identify people on the street by their craziness.
By their craziness.
So
you guys are becoming
their uniqueness.
By uniqueness. They're not crazy.
So,
but you can point at people and be like, you need to see a psychiatrist.
I think the other day I heard a dog barking and it was actually a dog.
Is that out of the ordinary?
That is actually very out of the ordinary here. This is definitely the cubicle of power, this area. This is where, Chris and Adam and Siyash sit, and Debbie's here. These are all our engineering and support staff. Our conference room here.
Is that a pull-up bar?
That is a pull-up bar.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do pull-ups.
Hey, so.
Hey, how's it going?
So this is Chin, he's our CEO and founder.
So one thing I want to ask you about, the pronunciation of the company. This is actually something I've debated with other startup people as far as how to pronounce it. Right. And my impression is it's pronounced Posterous, right, as opposed to Posterous, which some might say it makes a little bit more sense given that you are a blogging platform.
Yeah.
So what's the story?
So the story is that when my co-founder and I were thinking up names, we were on different coasts. He was on the West Coast, I was on the East Coast. So I think like basically over IM, he suggested, hey, how about this name, Posterous? I read it as Posterous. In his mind, it was Posterous.
Okay.
And then there was like this tagline of like, it's the preposterously easy way to blog. Right. So between all of that, like, I think as co-founders, even we were saying it differently for the longest time.
And how did the conversation go when you guys decided, let's go with Posterous?
Posterous.
Yeah. I was trying to do that. Fine. Messing with my head.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't really remember how that went down, but I mean, I think eventually we were like, we gotta pick something, and. Like a couple of years ago, my wife and I went to SeaWorld, and it's Anheuser-Busch, and so we discovered this thing called Bud Light Lime. We fall in love with this thing.
Fall in love with it. All right.
So now we're like, we come back to San Francisco. We do beer like pretty often at the office, definitely every Fridays. And now I'm like, I love good beer. Like I'm a beer kind of.
Clearly.
But no, I legitimately am. But sometimes like you just want a Bud Light Lime. And over time, like people make fun of me, but then they try it and they actually fall in love with it.
Actually, if I could could I get one?
Yeah, there you go. So,
all right.
So give it a shot.
I've had one of these before. All right, I'm clearing all of my previous misconceptions or everything I've got going into this, forgetting what good beer tastes like.
We've got a few things that when we're interviewing people, what phone do they have in their pocket, what computer are they using, what beer do they grab from the fridge when we offer them a beer, and you get bonus points if you pick the Bud Light Lime.
So when you're hiring, when you're applying for a job here, this is the one to get. Bud Light Lime. Yeah, I feel like I'm drinking beer soda. I don't even know how else to describe it.
It's like a beer with lime in it. It's perfect.
Sort of.
With lime is better.
Do you have Snuggies?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
Snuggies.
Oh, hell yes.
Show them your Posterous Snuggie.
We're wearing Snuggies. I've never worn a Snuggie. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so cool. No, you don't understand. I love Superman. I don't even know how did you put this on?
No, you got it. That's it.
This is it?
That's it.
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
Bud Light Lime. All right, let's go.
So this is the private Posterous roof deck.
So do you guys hang out up here a lot though?
Yeah, we've been up here, grab a beer Friday afternoon.
Grape, have beers.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's pretty sweet. It's a beautiful view of the city.
All right, let's head down. Oh yeah, cheers. Let's cheers for sure. I still don't like this very much though. I gotta say, I'm trying.
He's the only guy in the company that does like it. I'm with you. That's disgusting.
I feel kind of bad. All right, well, thank you guys for this awesome tour of an office, for showing some of the cool people you have here, for the Snuggies, for introducing me to the fact that they have Superman Snuggies and Posterous Snuggies. So I think we're gonna head out and we will see you guys around.
Oh, man, thanks.
All right, thanks man.